What's up, everybody? DeAngelo here, and this video is going to be on how to deal with information overload. So, a lot of people, are just so eager to get into this whole, online marketing space that they're just like, just completely overloaded with information. They got CPA stuff going on. Then they're watching this video that tells you to do point A. Then they watch another video that tell them point A is wrong, and then they watch another video, or they buy this course, or they buy this course, and all this stuff is just piling up in the head, and then they got a notebook that's just filled with notes, and like all of this stuff, right? Like just so much information, and then like, and odds are they aren't actually doing anything, other than just taking notes and stuff like that, like it's in school. So now they just got all this information. They got the notebook full of information, heads full of information, and then it's like a whole bunch of contradicting stuff or whatever. So you got stuff going this way, then stuff is basically going the same way, then they're crashing each other, and they'd be like, oh no, that's not right, and they're not doing anything because they don't want to do anything wrong, and now they're just pretty much stuck in the spot and like not doing anything at all. They need to get all the way over here, but they're stuck here, and the start line is like right here. So they made a lot of progress, in the actual research department, but like when it comes to actually doing stuff, nothing has been completed because they don't want to do anything wrong and all of that stuff, right? So basically, you need to treat your body or mind or whatever you want to call it like a circuit breaker. What happens when there's too much stuff, too much electricity flowing through the breaker, or however, I'm not an electrician, you guys know what I'm saying though. When there's too much, electricity going through it, what happens? Bam, it shuts off, and then you got to go down there and reset it, right? So now it's going to be flowing smooth and stuff like that again until you again overload it, and then it shuts down on you again. So that's the same thing you need to do, guys. You need to take a break and then just like reset, all right? And then focus on just one thing from one person, okay? Like a lot of people are trying to get all of these courses again, and stuff like that. You need to focus on just one course, one mentor, one style, all right? Because if you go over here, and let's say that you go to this person, they're like, oh, Craigslist is the worst thing ever when it comes to CPA, right? Then you go to another person, and they're like, Craigslist is the best thing since cake and ice cream for CPA, and then so on and so on. Then you go to another person about Facebook, and then you got another person who says Facebook is horrible. Like, so I mean, like, you got too many different things, Then then it can even go further than that. Like Facebook, like, oh, Facebook tracking, do it this way. And you got another person like, no, do it this way. And then another person say target this way. And then it's gonna be too many different things telling you to do too many different things. And then when you got a whole bunch of people telling you to do a million and one different things, you end up just doing nothing at all because you can't do everything. You can't do anything. There's just too many things to do, so you end up just doing nothing. All right? So you need to take away everything, and start 100% fresh. Focus on just one. All right? Focus on one mentor. Focus on one training style. Focus on just one. All right? So if you're like with, Alex Becker, or I honestly can't even think of anybody else, to be for real. But I mean, if you're just with one, just be with one style, or just one style of people. Like if you got someone that's like super uppity up, doing everything the right way, no black hat, stuff like that type of person, focus on people who are just like that, so that way you don't get completely overwhelmed, with all this information. Because even though, it's pretty much all the same information, a lot of people can say it in different ways that you don't understand it. They can say it in a way that can confuse you. Like there's a lot of ways to say 2 plus 2 equals 4, but I mean, you got 3 plus 1 equals 4. You got all of these stuff that can equal up to 4 or whatever. And even though 2 plus 2 can be the easiest way for you, it could be 1 plus 3 can be the easiest way to get to 4 for someone else. And then that 1 plus 3 for you could be like completely like, what the hell is going on? Even though you get to the same thing, you got the same, end goal, is completely different. So you just need to, again, stop everything. That's the best advice I can tell you. Is just simply stop everything, and then just start from scratch. If you got a whole notebook full of stuff, pull out another notebook or start a new page up. Like obviously just don't forget the information or whatever, but just focus on one thing. People are, again, focus on too many different things. If you got your mind here, somebody messed up head, But if you got like, your mind here, let's say you're trying to do CPA, and then for some reason you can't get CPA to work, so then you jump over to Forex, and most people who can't get CPA to work, they're like normally in it for like all of 5 minutes, but then they jump over to Forex, and then Forex is even harder than CPA. So then you got to jump over. Then they jump over to like, let's say, an MLM, and then they can't get that to work because you can't get CPA to work. There's no way in hell you're going to get an MLM to work. Then you go over to the new app that you're promoting, which is basically CPA. So then they're promoting an app, and then then they get that to work a little bit, and then they go over here, and then they're doing this, and it's like now they never focus 100% on just one thing. Like just doing too much. Just focus 100% on one thing. This is even for the TeamDeAngelo members, because there's a lot of different training courses, and that's because I do a lot of stuff. It's not like I do a million and one different things or whatever, but I buy and I flip websites. I buy domains. I just do a lot of different stuff. I got the Google Trends stuff going. I got the Craigslist stuff going. I got the members in TeamDeAngelo I got to deal with. Then I got the Landshark profits going up. Then I got like just a whole bunch of different stuff going on, but it didn't happen overnight. Like that's like what happened over the years of being into this stuff. Like I didn't just join, get started into online marketing and then be like, okay, I want to buy apps. Then I want to flip websites. Now I want to do this, now I want to do CPA. Now I want to help people make money. Now I want to do this. Now I want to do that. Now I want to do this. And this happened over time. Like people are doing all of this, trying to do all this stuff on day one, right? If they don't see results in like 15 fucking minutes, they jump over to the next thing, and then they jump over to the next thing, and then they jump over to the next thing, and then they jump over to the next thing, and 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 the next thing, like over and over and over, right? So again, this is the best way I can tell you guys to focus on like how to beat being overloaded with information. Is just simply focus on one thing. Focus on one. That's to be your whole goal, is to focus on one thing. If you want to buy and flip websites, buy and flip apps, or websites, or whatever it is you want to do, then find out how much money you need. That's your first thing. Obviously, you want to find out how much money you need for that, because that's not something you can get into, with like $50. Like you legit need about a good $500 to $1,000 for that. So find out how much money you need for your niche. How much money do you need to get it made? How much money do you need for your landing page? How much? Like get all your numbers together, and then like hit that goal. You don't have to like do it overnight and stuff like that, but just for the most part, like for something like CPA, or you can actually do that 100% free. You just join a network, join a free landing page building software company, and then you're pretty much good to go. Like that's it. Like, you don't have to do anything with that. So there's a lot of stuff you can start for free. You just gotta focus on it though. Like a lot of people, will see all these people making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, or people making like 50, 60 grand in 1 month, and then they just like trying to get where they're at before they even can make $1. Don't focus on making $10 when you can't even make $1. A lot of people are trying to work on step 100 and they haven't even completed step 1. Like that shit is so annoying to me. Like it is just mind blowing. Like don't focus on step 100 if you haven't even done like literally step 1. If you haven't even joined a CPA network, do not worry about what's at the end of the tunnel when you haven't even got into the tunnel yet. Okay, but that is pretty much it, guys. Again, focus one thing. One training style, one everything. Because training style is really important too. Because again, if you got one person telling you something's right, and you got another person telling you something's wrong, and they're both seeing results, you're not going to see any results, because this person, saying this person is basically method is wrong, and this person saying this person's method is wrong, and so on and so on. So what you need to do is just simply focus on just one. Get results, then go to another person, take what you like from theirs, add it to your portfolio, your whatever it is that you want to call it, and then you can implement it yourself. Then you take a little bit from this person, 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 and then eventually you got your own completely unique, type of thing going on that's all yours, But that is pretty much it, guys. Again, if you got any questions, simply drop them down below. And if you're feeling overwhelmed, again, start from scratch. Obviously you don't have to forget everything, but just start from scratch. Grab a new notebook, start a new page, whatever it is that you're doing, and then start from scratch and focus on one thing until you make it work. Sometimes it's hard to be a business owner. And that's what you are. As soon as you make a landing page, as soon as you buy a website, as soon as you find your first client or whatever it is that you decide to do, you have to stick with it. You know, it might take a month, it might take 2 months, it might even take 6 months for you to see some really good, decent results, but it will be worth it. It's going to be a lot harder to work 50, 60 years, and hope the company is still there versus working 2 to 5 years for yourself and pretty much living comfortably. I mean, like, if you think about it, all you really need to do is buy a house and get, like a few cars or something like that, for like backups and stuff, and then have some like, and then just let the money chill. I mean, think about if you just wanted to live like a completely average ass life, what else do you really need? You need a house, place over your head. So if you buy that cash, literally you have to pay like maybe $1,000 or $2,000, depending on where you're at or whatever, for taxes for the whole year. That's it. Like, I mean, what else do you need? Like your house, your car, you're done. As long as you have no outstanding bills, no nothing, like you're pretty much good. But again, I'm going to end it for this time. That is pretty much it, guys. Hopefully this helped you out. And again, it's not easy to be a business owner, but it is worth it.